The biggest lessons I've learned in my life are here. Through different topics, I'm going to inspire and motivate you to reach your success and your dreams. I'm so grateful that you're here on Journey to Success. So let's enjoy my next episode together. Hi guys, my name is Fabio from the Fabio podcast, Journey to Success. And today we're going to talk about this new book. The name of the book is The 5 a.m. Club. I don't know this book, just the title attracted me since then I had some reading, and since of course talks about people who desire to wake up around 5 o'clock and the benefit from it. Just a small note before to start. I was/am one of them. Like right now, my wake up alarm is at 6 o'clock. That I guess is also a good time to start your day. And but I have to say, waking up at 5 o'clock has more advantages. I don't want to say so much benefits, because it depends also at which time you're gonna sleep, right? Because if you don't sleep so much hours, then your body can not react as much as you wish. So it's also that it's very important. I really hope this book is gonna explain that it's not only how or when to wake up, but especially how many hours to sleep to make your mind, your spirit, your body perform better during the day. And that's the reason why right now I'm waking up at 6 o'clock, because when I used to wake up at 5 o'clock, I also had some headache after a while. But the truth is that I didn't used to sleep so much. So, of course you can wake up at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock is good time. Everyone sleeps, and you are the only one who starts the day, and it looks like you are beating your competitor, whatever you are doing. Okay, so you want to clean the house, you are going to anticipate the neighbor close to you. You want maybe to reach success and write a book. Well, in that case, you are gonna be forward than the writer that write the same novel. I mean, it's so good waking up early and do something for your life and have a full day for yourself at the end. But let's see, maybe I'm going too much forward. So, Robin Sharma, so the 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma. Life gets busy. As a 5 a.m. club been gathering dust on your bookshelf? Instead, learn the key idea here. Okay. So, Robin Sharma's perspective. Of course, I like to say thanks before to start to Story Shots. That's where I'm reading the resume. They're very good, and it is for free. And I guess it's a good, it's a good marketing as well, maybe. But they do this for free, and they do with enjoyment. And of course, if you like, to not see ad and to have more benefits, then you have to pay, I think, €50 per lifetime, something like that. But they have a very beautiful book, and all the people are writing here are very focused. So I recommend I highly recommend this app for you, this company for you. So anyway, Robin Sharma's perspective. Robin Sharma is considered one of the top 5 leadership experts worldwide. Is also the author of the best-selling books, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari and Who Will Cry When You Die. Sharma is admired by some of the world's most successful people. He has advised rock star, royalty billionaires, and famous CEOs. Sharma quit his career as a lawyer at the age of 25 to pursue stress management and spirituality. The 5am Club synopsis. The 5am Club offers advice on making your mornings the kickstart you need to attain your most remarkable achievements. Mornings are often a struggle for people, but Robin Sharma believes his formula can help anybody feel inspired and focused early in the morning. He also offers neuroscientific support for approaches that will help you rise far more quickly than the rest of society. The 5am Club is a parable about genuine success, the kind of success that will turn you into a hero. Heroism may sound romantic, but it is possible for anyone to achieve it by embracing discomfort and working on daily habits for self-improvement. The first habit is to simply wake up at 5 a.m. and to use the first hour of your day to get ahead. The 5 ground rules. A key feature of your success will be effective preparation. So Robin Sharma breaks his preparation down into 5 fundamentals you must consider. First one, distractions are the death of creativity. Those who make history and build empires dedicate an hour before dawn to themselves. This time offers them new opportunities that surpass daily challenges. This set them on the path to an outstanding day. Number 2, genius doesn't grow on excuses. Even if you have not developed the habit before, you can still establish it now. Don't rationalize and remember that all it takes is a little bit of effort daily to achieve amazing results. Number 3, the first part of any change is complicated. The middle is messy and the end is beautiful. The things you find simple now were once complex for you. Soon you will become accustomed to getting up early. Number 4, to get to the top 5, you must start doing what 95% of people are not willing to do. The majority will call you mad as soon as you start living like this. You will pay for excellence by being dubbed a freak. Number 5, keep going even when you want to surrender. Success usually comes to those who are relentless. And I tell you guys, I really like this book. And he said something very, very useful, It's just a matter of habit. I remember when I used to wake up at 5 o'clock. Now, regardless the time where I didn't used to sleep a lot and then I had a headache, and that's kind of an alarm for your body, right? But generally, when I used to wake up at 5 o'clock and I created a habit about it, and after a while, first of all, I didn't used to wake up with the alarm anymore. So somehow my body used to wake up like at 4:45. Sometimes it was crazy. Sometimes it was like 4:55. So crazy. And I was so awake, And so you have this natural alarm. Something that I have also right now with my 6 o'clock. So with my 6 o'clock, not all the time, but most of the times I wake up at 5:45 or 5:50. It is so beautiful waking up without alarm, when you wake up so naturally and so natural. And yeah. And he also write about something. So if you like to get to the top 5%, you must start doing what 95% of people are not willing to do, all right? So you really want to achieve success, you want to be special. But if you like to be special, you have to do special things. You have to do things that the majority of people don't do. So, number 2, the 3-step success formula. Sharma provides a 3-step formula that you can apply to all parts of your life. First, you should be working on improving your awareness. This heightened level of insight and consciousness will then optimize your daily decisions. Improved awareness will lead to better choices. Finally, once you get your daily choices correct, you will dramatically accelerate your ability to accomplish and have a significant impact as a leader. So these better choices will lead to better results. Number 3, as a chapter, the 4 focuses of history makers. Sharma researched where the most influential people place their focus. The result of this research is its 4 focuses on history makers. These 4 focuses are capitalization IQ. Natural talent is not what defines great individuals. It is the extent of that potential that they capitalize on through consistency and relentlessness. It doesn't matter what sport or specialism an individual engages with. Those willing to put an exceptional dedication and commitment will become iconic. Freedom from distraction. An addiction to distraction is the death of your creative production. Strip away all the layers of complexity from your days. Simplify and streamline everything. Less is more. Concentrate on only a few projects so you can make them exceptional. A few groundbreaking projects are better than spreading your attention across multiple tasks and producing lackluster results. Prioritize quality over quantity. Have a few friends, but go deep with them. This will ensure that each of your relationships is prosperous for both parties, as with your projects and your tasks. It is much better to focus on developing solid relationships than making multiple shallow-level friendships. You want to have friends you can always trust. Stop managing your time and start managing your focus. It might appear like spreading yourself thing saves your time, but your focus is ultimately the most important thing. I would like to dig deep into this chapter, guys. So about the first part, right? Concentrate on only a few projects. It's totally right. First of all, there was this thing maybe 10, 50, especially 15, 20 years ago, about multitasking, right? Multitasking. The multitasking is not that beneficial because when you do multitasking, unless you must do for personal reason or for certain reasons, right? But if you have the choice to choose something, then you have to choose few things. In this way, you can redirect your energy, the quantity of your energy, you can redirect to these few things. And in this way, you can achieve the goal of these few things much better than be focused on, 10, 15 projects per year, So just think about it. It's better to be focused on one you think, then you finish the project, and then bam, you go forward for something else. And this was also my mistake. My mistake was like, hey, I have to finish the university before, to start to be focused on myself and reaching success, blah, 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 blah. If your brain and your spirit, your energy is naturally going to somewhere else, you have to listen to it. Otherwise, you don't do not the university, not even reaching success with your podcast. I make an example about myself. Okay, so that's the point. Then I say I have a few friends. This is very important. Few friends, but go deep with them. So choose very well your friends, because through your friends you do brainstorm about everything, okay? But you can, I don't know, you can do brainstorm about how to reach your favorite YouTuber, Instagrammer, and TikToker in 1 hour. Or you can make a good friend where he knows maybe a little bit more about you regarding how to achieve success, and then you can make a reasonable and a great talk about how to achieve it, you know. So before we go through, if you're enjoying this podcast, please consider taking just 3 seconds to share it with someone else. It is a small gesture that could make a big difference in someone's day. Now, sit back and enjoy the rest of the episode. Very important which kind of friend you are inside in the environment. Now, I'm not saying to you to not choose the friends who maybe love more Instagram or something like that, okay? Friendship is such a beautiful thing. So it's not about choose them for some reason, but for sure you have to be aware that any environment brings you some, some development. And this development can be useful, yes or not. It depends which kind of environment you are in. Stop managing your time and start managing your focus. Same, managing your time, manage your focus. I think your time, it's very important to manage your time, have a schedule, and know what you're doing. But you have to be focused. If you try to manage your time, but you are not focused enough, and for focus enough, I mean be focused every day in a consistent way, because it's much easier to be focused and do everything correctly for one day, and then next day, you don't do anything. But if you are focused enough to do something to reach your project, then you can gain time during your day. You can save time. So you literally, if you're focused for the first 2-3 hours, so you are gonna literally to have more time for yourself later. Then spread your time in an unfocused way, and then reach the day in an exhausted way. Okay? Personal mastery practice. All your action within your environment are a result of what's happening within you. Your fortune always follows your fearlessness, and your influence in the world is entirely attributable to the glory, nobility, vitality, and luminosity you have exceeded in your consciousness. External always expresses internal. Your creativity, productivity, prosperity, performance, and the impact on the planet are always an expression of what's going on inside you. Your internal reflections will always manifest within your external behaviors. So challenge yourself when you are negative or distracted. If you can master your inner world, you will master the external world too. Number 4. Day stacking. Each day is equally important in the bigger picture of your life, so craft your life based on each day, focusing on the bigger picture of your life. Each of your special days represents your precious life in miniature. What we are doing today is creating our future, so always consistently and relentlessly stick to your focus. See, consistently. We always hear this word. Be consistent. So it's not about how much you do in a day, if then the next 1, 2, 3 days you're not consistent enough to do, kind of the same to reach your success. So then it's better do a little bit less, but in a consistent way, because you also have to consider the obstacles during your way, the obstacles during your street, So, and you can overcome these obstacles through persistent. So the capacity to fail and got up and stand up, and more fast you do, more stand up, more easy you go up, and more fast you can achieve your success. Number 4, the secret of morning genius. When we get up at 5 in the morning, the stillness, solitude, and silence trigger our brains. Our brain waves shift from beta to alpha through to theta, and then a pharmacy of mastery is stimulated in our brain. These changes help us produce groundbreaking thoughts that would not have previously been possible. The cortisol levels in the brain decrease, while the dopamine and serotonin levels increase. The prefrontal cortex then rests, which allows us to enter into the flow state. Flow is a state of mind when we are genuinely engaged in the activity that we pursue and lost track of time. This state is most easily achievable in the early mornings because that's when we have the factors required. I would like to add something about the flow state. I have been always fascinated about the flow state, comfort zone, it's so beautiful thing. And he says, and he's right, that it depends also about when you wake up, right? But simply because if you wake up as soon as possible, then you have also more time to be focused on your project, and more fast because there are no distractions around you, there are no people around you, everyone sleeps, and everything is dark, so it's just you with you. It's just you with yourself or against yourself, because sometimes it's a battle to wake up early in the morning, at least at the start, when you didn't create this habit yet. So very beautiful. The only thing that I would like to add in this contest is that to reach a flow state, you also have to like your project. You have to like your project. You have to be, your way to be focused is related about how much you are aware for your project and how much you like it, so that's very, very important. That's the fuel. So we're talking about how much you love your project to go forward and reach success. And we are gonna also talk about self-discipline. So how much discipline you are to reach it. So it's not all about waking up in the morning. Chapter 5, the 4 interior empires. To be a genius and thrive in the long run, we need to take care of ourselves. Sharma calls these our interior empires and provides the 4 most important ones. Mindset relates to the psychological aspect of our being, for example, our thinking and optimism. Earth set relates to our emotional intelligence. How good are we at managing our own emotions? Health set relates to our physical fitness. 4. Soul set relates to spirituality. How are we connecting to that supreme power? By taking care of these 4 empires, we can all achieve remarkable things and obtain life goals we have held forever. So, of course, we have to be, first point, we have to be, sorry guys, there's truly a mosquito in winter, like I cannot believe this, unbelievable, sorry, so I feel a little bit unfocused. So, So I would say mindset, right? So how much optimism you have in any project you're gonna will to do, so you have always to have a good a bunch of optimism inside. Heart set, so how good are we at managing our own emotions? So that's also very important. Health set relates to our physical fitness. So how much healthy you are. Eating good is important for your sleep, for your waking up alarm, especially the internal one. Soul set relates to spirituality. So are we connecting to some supreme power? Can be, also do some yoga or meditation before to start your day in a good way. So, chapter 6, the 5 scientific truths that governs successful habits. Sharma uses science to guide his morning routine. Based on research, he offers you 5 scientific truths that will help you develop habit. Strong willpower isn't something you're born with. It's a skill you can develop through constant practice. Getting up at 5 a.m. is perfect self-control training for the rest of your day. If you can push yourself to get up earlier than most of other people, you can push yourself to do anything. Just like a muscle, personal discipline will grow if it's put under pressure, so we should actively create conditions of relative stress. These experiences will build natural power. 3. Willpower weakens when you are tired, so to reach mastery, you should take time to recover and manage decision fatigue. Number 4, developing a new habit and sustaining it long term follows a clear 4-part pattern. We will get into this later. Number 5, as you develop self-control in one area of your life, you will eventually improve it in all areas. That's why being a member of the 5 a.m. club will give you a competitive edge in everything you do. That's something that we mentioned before. Number 7, heroic habit makers share these 3 values. Sharma explains that the most proficient habit makers live by 3 key values. These are: persistent and consistency are the keys to victory. Of course, anyone can be great for just one day, but to be great consistently is what is required to become heroic. And that's also something we mentioned before. So the key to reach success is my keys actually: persistence, consistency, and discipline. So if you have these 3 keys, it's just a matter of time. You're gonna achieve success, but you really have to be focused to especially understand how much important are these keys to achieve your dreams. Number 2, your level of respect for yourself is ultimately determined by how much work you put into completing what you have started. Also this, to not abandon the project. To not abandon the project, but also understand when to change project, when abandon the project. So something that people don't say. So it is important, it's equally important to be kind of stubborn and understand when to go forward. It doesn't matter how much time takes, but it's also important to understand that sometimes you just learned from this project to move forward to something else that can be that is going to be better than the previous one. But the previous project has been maybe beneficial to go to a different step, It's also, this is very important to understand when to kind of abandon, but take all what you learned from it, before to change. Number 3, how you practice when no one's watching you is exactly how you will perform when you have an audience. Okay. Here I can make a personal example. I'm I'm Italian. I speak a little bit of English, but I'm Italian mother tongue. And I know that my journey, but I have to improve my English to communicate better with my audience, with my community. And but this is a job that I'm going behind the scene, okay, to become better and better. And then, of course, people don't realize how much effort I put it before to come here. But just that everyone, every artist, everyone, writer, chef, cook, everyone who decide to create a job, if they reach a certain point where they are good enough about what they're doing, it means that they put some effort that you didn't see behind the scene, okay? And you always have to respect this. And regardless if we're talking about, I don't know, a roof worker to maybe a TikToker who reach 3 million of followers, but before to do that, he actually struggled and he had his journey. So let's go forward. The lifetime habit arc. The lifetime habit arc is the 4-part automation pattern we mentioned earlier. The first step is the trigger. It's the cue that initiates the habit. Once the habit is initiated, we need to follow a particular ritual to continue it. Then, after completing the habit, it's time for us to reward ourselves. Okay, guys, I'm gonna kill this mosquito. Like, unbelievable. I'm done. Okay. It's true, it was distract me all the time. Okay. So shame. I'm going forward. And I like to not cut these moments. I don't know why. It makes so real the podcast. So, but now I lose my chapter. Okay, I found it. So, the lifetime habit, also, I don't understand why there are mosquitoes in January. That's so unbelievable. I say in January because we are going to listen this episode, I think, on February, but it's so unbelievable. Anyway, the lifetime habit, also, I'm a little bit, I don't like them. Like, I hate them. So I have no phobia, but kind of, especially during the night. If I hear mosquito during the night, it's a trouble for me. So, by the way, let's go forward. Sorry. So, the lifetime habit arc is the 4-part automation pattern we mentioned earlier. The first step is the trigger. It's the cue that initiates the habit. Once the habit is initiated, we need to follow a particular ritual to continue it. Then, after completing the habit, it's time for us to reward ourselves. Finally, once the reward is pleasurable, that's when repetition comes into the picture. Now, I don't know if this chapter means what I think, but in my, if I take myself, right, as an example, what I like to do when I reward myself, simply, I take my weekend off. So, like, okay, from Monday up Friday, I wake up at 6 o'clock, and who knows, maybe I'm gonna move forward a little bit in the future like I used to do. Maybe I'm gonna go back to wake up 5:30 or 5 o'clock, but sleeping a little bit more, of course, because I don't want to do the same mistakes, because there was a moment that was crazy for me. But yeah, I used to reward myself simply not putting the alarm. I'm also conscious about the fact that sometimes when my fiance When my fiance, she so if my fiance forgets the alarm on the weekend, I also get a little bit upset. Like, no, why? I need to sleep these 2 days. So because that's my reward, right? So yeah, this chapter 9, the habit installation protocol. I was in the flow. I was so in the flow state, talking about the flow state, that mosquito truly distract me. Let's go forward. Let's go back. Okay, let's go back. So, chapter 9, the habit installation protocol. According to research, it takes around 66 days for any habit to become automatic. Let's say these 66 days are divided into 3 stages. Okay, this looks nice. Stage 1 is destruction, where we destroy our old habits and try to implement a new one. The following 22 days are part of the installation stage. This is the most challenging phase of all 3. Installation is where we attempt to install this habit into our lives. We deal with how the habit impacts and is impacted by the rest of our habits. Third stage, the last stage, is integration. Integration is where the habits slowly start to become more like an automatic response. I remember when I used to wake up at 5 o'clock, I'm sure it's going to happen also with my new time, 6 o'clock. It's something that I started recently because my life in the last months was very, I had to do so many things because we bought a new house, and sometimes we were tired, sometimes not. So I had truly an unbalanced time. So finally we are in the new house, but still a lot to do. But at least we are here. And yeah, something that I was saying to you guys, you reach a point. He's totally right. He wrote this book, but this person, he founded the 5 a.m. club. It's totally right. So you reach a point that you wake up at 5 o'clock every day, and you automatically start to wake up like 5 minutes before 5, 10 minutes before 5. Like, it is so absurd, how becomes so, so normal. There was a moment I was worried, honestly, about myself. Like, oh my God, I slept only 5 hours. I woke up so chill. Like, how is possible, Like, is this normal? So I was trying to doubt if my body was actually reacting good about this new situation. Of course it was, but in my case, something that I like to repeat more often, because I look a little bit around and between social medias, magazine, motivational speakers, gurus, whatever, they don't talk how much important is to sleep. So it's important to wake up early, because if you wake up early, you are going to start to do everything and you're going to save your time. It looks like you truly have more time for yourself. And meanwhile, in the first part of your, of your day, you just did everything to achieve a goal. So it's so beautiful feeling, truly beautiful feeling. That's what I'm doing now. Right now I'm recording my podcast. I start to record the podcast at 6:50. I was also late, in my opinion. It means I had to be focused a little bit more to gain more time. That's what he means, basically. By the way, it's so important. It's so important to, yes, wake up early, but if your body, it doesn't react very well to this new habit, here I'm gonna go maybe a little bit against about what he said. in my opinion, there are also there are people who do not simply their body, it doesn't work properly to wake up at a certain time. I mean, they can create also the habit to wake up at the early morning, but then they reach the evening in an exhausted way. Okay, that's what I realize around me. So you also have to understand if you are a morning person or an evening person. Maybe I may be wrong, but I mean, that's what I notice around me. And another thing that's very important, there is another mosquito, I can't believe it. So another thing that's very important is that, how to wake up and, in which way you can wake up to be focused, but especially sleep sleep at least 6-7 hours to be more focused. So the book is talking about be focused. Most of the times you see this word, be focused on that, be focused on this, be focused. But the truth is that to be focused, you have to sleep also more, and not only wake up at 5 o'clock and sleep only for 5 hours. So sleep, it's very important as well, as much as wake up early, as much as go to the bed late and wake up a little bit late if you are an evening person. That's my point. Chapter 10, the 3 pockets of the 20-20-20 formula. The first hour of your day should be split into 3 20-minute pockets of exercise, reflection, and study. Pocket 1, move. 5 a.m. to 5:20 a.m. is when we have to move. This includes doing intense exercise, hydrating ourselves, or breathing deeply. This is because your body has been in a state of sleep, and you need to allow your body and mind to wake up fully. When we exercise first thing in the morning, our cortisol levels decrease. Our dopamine and serotonin levels also increase. These changes elevate our mood and our metabolism, so we're ready for the day ahead. We will be less stressed throughout the day, and our energy levels will remain higher than if we hadn't exercised. Okay, totally understand. You need the time to make your body understand that you are awake, basically. But 5:20 is truly, in my opinion, it's very truly optimistic. So this includes doing intense exercise. You also have to go to the bathroom, brush your teeth, drink water, breathing deeply. So I think in this case, he talks about mindfulness. Who knows? Maybe it's right. Maybe I have to try. But yeah, I mean, for me, it's a little bit optimistic. But anyway, it's not that wrong. Like, it can be 5:20, 5:25, 5:30. So don't start straight away with the stress, to start with your project. Because then you are gonna reflect this stress also during your day. So that's a good point. Reflect. Chapter 2. So much coincidence. So this pocket is from 5:20 to 5:30. You should use this time to reflect on your life. You can reflect either by meditation or writing your journal. Okay, so he includes the meditation, mindfulness, between 5:20 and 5:30. Okay, makes totally sense. You might also want to spend this time planning your day, pray, or creating a time of personal contemplation, anything that feels natural and involves active reflection. This step helps us be more aware of ourselves and our mission, vision, and life goals. It ensures we are in alignment with our higher purpose. Grow. This podcast should generally occur between 5:40 to 6. In these 20 minutes, you have to review your life, week, and day goals. You can read books in your field, listen to audiobooks or podcasts, or engage with an online training course. This time should involve engagement with whatever will help you grow in your respective field. Chapter 11, the benefits of journaling. Guys, I truly advise this book. I'm gonna buy as well. I would like to read more about it because it's very interesting. So journaling multiplies our clarity and awareness. This clarity and awareness are the only way to ensure we're on the right path. Journaling activates deliberate gratitude. It is often easy to get tied up in the business of our daily life and forget to be grateful. Journaling is a fantastic way to handle your emotions when you feel low and express your gratitude for what is good in your life. Journaling also allows you to plan effectively and set demonstrable goals. This means you will understand when your performance improves. As we have here so many times, what gets written gets done. So the act of journaling will help keep you more motivated. Finally, journaling captures your life's best experiences. Journaling allows you to re-experience joyful times. So a simple act of writing your journal can genuinely elevate your life. This is so important. I do as well. I don't do every day. Maybe I should. But what I like to do, I like to write 5 sentences of gratitude per day. Like I'm grateful I woke up at 5 o'clock in a good mood. I'm grateful I buy the house and I live comfortable. I also like to do this in a present way, always in a present way. So I just like to put a little bit of law of attraction in this gratitude book. And what I like to do also, I like to write 5 phrases about something that didn't happen yet, but I'm still doing in the present. So example, thank you for thank you universe, because I am in Japan and I feel so good about the place. I've never been in Japan, okay? It's just an example, but it's something that I really would like to do one day also. So, but I never wrote in the book, honestly, but it's something I would like to one day. But I like to be grateful about something that I didn't do yet and something that I do. And sometimes I like to go back also. I like to read back, like, hey, how many things I realized in my life. And you can be surprised about how many things you can realize during your journey. And when you write it, you realize more. So it's so good. Number 12, the pre-sleep ritual. When we talk about getting up at 5 a.m., it's impossible unless we sleep on time. We need to sleep on time and have a high quality sleep. I was afraid they would have said he says. It's very good. It is vitally important that you keep to a healthy pre-sleep ritual to ensure these 2 factors. Generally, this ritual should occur between 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. You should make sure that by this time you have had your last meal of the day. You will also want to turn off all your devices and keep them away from the bed. Try to isolate yourself from overstimulation from 8 up 9 p.m. You can have a family time. You can have honest conversations with your loved ones, or meditate if you want. You can spend some time reading or listening to audiobooks or podcasts. The idea is to just relax and calm your mind before sleeping. 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. is when you have to prepare for your sleep. Make sure your room is cool, dark, and technology free. You can organize your exercise gear for the following day to be ready and motivated to start your day in the right way. And last but not least, practice gratitude before you sleep. Doing this means you are ending your day on a high note, on a positive note. Amazing. I mean, it's so beautiful. It's so right. When I used to wake up at 5 o'clock, he advised to prepare for your sleep between 9 and 10, but sometimes I used to also go over 11, 12, midnight. And that's the reason why I'm right now sleeping. I like to wake up at 6 o'clock. At least I don't know. I go to the bed at 11. Also pretty late because I should prepare myself to go to the bed around maybe 10, right? And then ideally at 11 o'clock you sleep, so you have 6 hours. And 7 hours, sorry. So 7 hours, it's good. It's not that bad, you know. You have not to sleep so much, but also you have not to sleep so much less to have a good energy and a healthy body, mind, and spirit in the next day. Interesting. I'm sure I'm gonna read this back. Who knows? Maybe I'm gonna go back to wake up 5 o'clock again. This gave me some inspiration. If I have to be honest, I learned a lot from these chapters. Something that I would like to add. I didn't finish yet. There is another shot here. There's another chapter. But before to go forward, something that I really would like to add on this book is to not not start to wake up straight away at 5 o'clock. Okay. Something that really helps this journey, who knows if he's gonna say but I don't think so, is put some alarm, kind of 15, maybe better 30 minutes before your previous alarm. Let's say that you used to wake up at 8 o'clock, but can you imagine that the next day you say to your body, you know what, from now on you wake up at 5 o'clock. Guys, oh my God, I think you're gonna die. Don't do. Something that you can do, in my opinion, to make this process, more kind and good, is to set up an alarm 30 minutes before your previous alarm for maybe 1 week. So for 1 week you do 7:30, then for another week you do 7, then for another week you do 6:30, then for another week you do 6. Then you are in the 5th week, you do 5:30, and then you do 5. If I'm not wrong, that's how I did it. So now I don't remember if it was I don't remember if it was in a weekly way, but I remember that the change wasn't so much. Wasn't a big jump. Okay, so if you start this journey like doing this way, he advised in a different way. He advised more in these 3 big points. So this kind of habit takes 66 days. So the first 22 days is to break the habit and make a new one. Then you proper make this as a habit, and then finally you are on the flow. But I mean, I'm sure works, yeah. But you can destroy yourself at the start, and if you are not that focused to wake up early in the morning, if you don't have especially the motivation yet to wake up in the morning, something that also doesn't say here, but it's totally normal because the book is all about the 5 a.m. club and how to wake up at 5. And also here we're talking about a reassume, so who knows, maybe in the original book it mentions something, but something that you have to understand is oh my God, I lost the line of what I was saying now. So, so wake up at 5 o'clock. So I was talking about 5 o'clock. Oh my God, I don't remember anymore. I really thought it was important. I'm sure it's important. No, I want to remember. What was it? Guys, I don't remember. I lost the line. So we were talking about, okay, waking up at 5 o'clock. And nothing. I don't remember. Evidently wasn't that important. Oh my God. I did a full monologue, but I don't remember what I was talking about. And but anyway, the point is that try to oh yeah, motivation. I have it. So if you are motivated to do something very important, okay, so if you're really motivated to reach a certain goal, so waking up in the morning at 5 o'clock is going to be easy, okay? If you don't have a clear goal yet in your brain, in your soul, that, you know, that resonates around you, right? Then it's going to be a little bit hard. So that's also very important. Now, this has not to discourage you, but you have to have the right motivation also to wake up in the morning. You can also wake up in the morning, but then if you don't have a plan, okay, if you don't have a plan about what you have to do, then it is not good. So try to have a plan. Try to I don't know what you like to do generally. Maybe you like to cook. So then one of the things that you can do to motivate yourself to wake up early is do some prep food. You know what I mean? Or maybe you like the journey to achieve a good state of mind via meditation. So in the case your motivation to wake up is going to be better than waking up without having a plan. So just try to understand this. It's very important and beautiful to wake up early in the morning, but you also have to have a plan. It's also, for me, it's the same. In the weekend, even if I decide to wake up at 5 o'clock, okay, but then in my brain, in my mind, I don't want to do anything because I just want to rest because I don't have a plan. There's also something else that the guy didn't mention, but I'm gonna say to you. That's something that I was a little bit angry about, and maybe I shouldn't, but I was really upset about it. When you start to wake up so much early and your body knows that you have to wake up at a certain time naturally, it's not that your body understands when it's Saturday or Sunday, yeah? I mean, it's not that your body understands when you really want to have a chilly day and to not be so much strong, you know, with yourself. No, he woke up at 5 o'clock or 5:45. I remember that I was like, okay, now what? You know, because you habit your body to wake up at a certain time, and then you do this every day. So I did have my reward. But also this was my mistake, because my reward for me was having a rest days in the weekend. But this was wrong now that I think about it. Even if I wake up early, also in the weekend, maybe my reward could be easily a nice walk in the town, you know, or maybe, I don't know, I'm a player as well, maybe just to play some video game, you know what I mean? So much to learn. I also made mistake during this journey, but it's normal. But as I say, the book, it's very good. I truly advise. And what else? Okay, practice gratitude before you sleep. Usually I do in the morning. Catched. Chapter 13, The Amazing Day, the construction at 10 tactics of lifelong genius. So Sharma deconstructs what a fantastic day looks like. His day starts at 4:45 and ends at 9:30. Different people will have different timetables and their needs will differ. However, you can still take this as a basic guideline and reframe the structure according to your needs. By keeping what works for you, you can tremendously improve your current lifestyle. Sharma believes there are 10 tactics that you should implement for the rest of your life to sustain success. These are: Tactic 1, the tight bubble of total focus. What this means is that people who excel in their field stay away from distraction. They work in the tight bubble of total focus. In this bubble, nobody can interrupt them. To execute this, all you have to do is ensure you have a scheduled routine away from interruptions and distraction. This routine will allow you to focus on your work entirely. Tactic 2, the 90-91 rule. For the next 90 days, you should use the first 90 minutes of your work to identify one thing that could revolutionize your work. By doing this, you have ensured your day's first 90 minutes is fully focused on the single most important activity of your career. This alone will give you excellent results. Tactic 3, the 60-10 method. After every hour of work, take a 10 minutes break. Go for a quick walk, drink some water, do some stretches, and then get back to the work. By doing this, you ensure you are not overstressed, you are not sitting in one place for long, and you refuel yourself for the day ahead. Okay, this kind of, tomato strategy. Checked. The 5 daily concepts. You should write 5 goals that you want to complete on a particular day in the morning. Doing this should help every day become the best day it could be. You ensure you stay on track and move towards your ideal life. Tactic 5, the second wind workout. We all know that workouts are crucial for us, so why do we simply reserve them for the first half of the day? By scheduling a second workout, you can ensure you end your day on an energetic note. Tactic 6, the 2 message protocols. Sharma believes it is a good idea to have 2 messages per week. This is because messages help you relax and gain the energy you lose throughout the week. Tactic 7, Traffic University. The idea is not to waste the time we spend commuting. We can accomplish so much more by utilizing this time productively. This is what Robin Sharma has called Traffic University. If you are on public transport, you can use this time to think of creative ideas. If you are driving, you can listen to a podcast or an audiobook to learn as you commute. Tactic 8, the Dream Team Technique. We cannot accomplish what we want to accomplish without the help of others. By delegating some tasks to our team members, we can ensure everyone is doing what they are good at. So having a dream team is a critical part of any pursuit. Tactic 9, the weekly design system. You should sit down and plan your entire week every weekend, preferably on Sunday. How does your week look like? What are the things you want to accomplish this week? What do you want to do each day? By having this weekly plan, you can ensure you're sticking to your goals. You can then develop this plan further by breaking those goals into 5 daily goals. Tactic 10, the 60-minute student. Those who are considered genius by society study for a minimum of 60 minutes each day. For you, it could be a book about your field or the latest update in your field. It could even be talking with your mentor. But the idea is to learn. The moment we stop learning is the moment we stop growing. Chapter 14, Twin Cycles of Elite Performance. We have 5 assets: mental focus, physical energy, personal willpower, original talent, and daily time. We have to protect these 5 assets. We protect them by following this twin cycle. the high excellence cycle and deep refueling cycle. We work with complete focus in the high excellence cycle without any distraction or interruption. And then in the deep refueling cycle, we cool down, relax, and re-energize ourselves. Chapter 15, use joy as a GPS. With this concept, the author has mentioned we can use joy to guide us on the right path. Spend time with people who spark joy in your life. You should also spend time on the pursuits and in the places that sparks joy. When you use joy as a GPS, you ensure you are happily achieving your goal. And just a small note about it, this is so true. I mean, I'm going to make an example about my podcast, right? There was a moment where I thought I was losing the compass because I was doing also, I was doing this guest host interview, but there was a moment that I don't know, there was a moment I realized that this wasn't giving me any more joy. Okay, maybe I'm gonna go back in the future. Maybe it was because of the time, because I was very busy because of the house and I really had to be focused. Could be a lot of factors, but the reality is that I don't know, I wasn't enjoying. And when this happens, it's you have to listen it. So when this happens, you have to listen it and you have to understand which direction you have to take to move forward. That has not to be entirely abandon the project. As I said, it's important to recognize when you have to change project, right? In this case, I knew deeply that my podcast was my way, was my way to reach my goal, my success. I feel very comfortable doing podcast and I love it. But there was something inside the podcast that I didn't like it. So then I just digged a little bit. Deep about it, and now I'm structuring the podcast in a different way, journey to success. So a little bit of everything, a little bit of read and reassume. Sometimes I like to mention some quote from some motivational speaker, and who knows, maybe in the future I'm gonna go back to do some guest host meeting. It's important to understand what gives you joy, because that is also a fuel to go forward, Final review and analysis of the 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma. Among the most successful, the morning is almost always considered the most crucial time of the day. It is a time of tranquility and opportunity. It is also the foundation for the rest of your day. So Robin Sharma offers 10 tactics, multiple habits, and several tips for elite performance. Each of these tactics, habits, and tips rely on your ability to push through the discomfort of waking up at 5 a.m. And this, we finished the book, and wow, 67 minutes. Very, very long, but the time, time flow, like so beautiful. I'm so grateful when it's about that. So guys, just read the book, buy the book. I'm gonna do the same because I learned a lot today. And when I pick up this book and I'm very happy with the book, I just feel I'm a step forward to reach success. And if it does with me, it's gonna be also with you guys. And this, thank you so much for being here in the Fabio Podcast, Journey to Success, and see you next Wednesday. Cheers. Here we are. Congratulations. You just finished my entire episode. So the only thing I ask is to take a moment to give Journey to Success a rating. By the way, thank you so much for being here on Journey to Success. I'm very grateful. Thank you, and see you next time.